Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to Drift, or at least the early access version of it. This is basically a game that I will characterize as Subnautica in space. It shares a lot of the same elements. So the premise of the game is that you start in an asteroid field. Supposedly your ship has crashed and burned or something like that, and you do start on the remnants of your spacecraft. But of course this is space. You only have a limited amount of oxygen left in your tank, so you have to get about supplying yourself with oxygen, and you do that by capturing asteroids that drift past. You can either get to them by expending some oxygen to propel yourself forward, or you can research and craft a tractor beam. In any case, asteroids are where the goodies are, and you can use that to craft yourself a whole bunch of things, like for example oxygen canisters. This only just released in early access a couple of days back. And as always, thanks go to the publishers and the devs for the review key. But of course all opinions are my own. In any case, let me start a new game. And the game is meant to be a bit of a co-op experience. I won't try the co-op aspects, but it is meant to be played on a PvE basis. So you can have things like direct connections or Steam. You can see the gauges on the bottom left. Oh hello. Give. That was a free gimme. Anyway. Yes, you're awake. Move. WASD. Jump. Yep. Right, now you interact with things with the E button, like here. As you get close enough, you collect. And you've got an inventory. Now, once you're inside here, you need to crash. And that will give you the materials. So I think the asteroids themselves don't tell you what they contain, but... So in this case, this gives us carbon. From what I've seen in the demo, there's 4 different materials. Carbon is one of them, silicate, and I think there's iron and copper. Now, let me kind of skip the tutorial. Alright, so let's see. Here, there's a tool to destroy. Right, that gives us a few materials. So all this stuff is kind of useless, so you might as well destroy it. I believe that this is the remnants of our spacecraft. Somehow we survived. Like a crash test dummy or something. Invincible. Go to B for build. Right, we need to select the floor. Let's get a little bit closer to that. Can I place? Surely not. There. Just need to do one. So let's just briefly show off what it looks like to jump into space. So when you're standing on the floor, you basically get gravity and everything like that. It plays like every other game, but once you get out... Now we started, yep, we're drifting. Yeah, so this being space, there's momentum. So we're going to drift like this, away from the platform, unless I do something. So when you do WASD while you're floating, that uses up oxygen. So if you look in the bottom left, there's 3 counters. There's oxygen, energy, and I think the last one is nutrition. I'm not sure what nutrition does, but oxygen definitely means life. If you run out of oxygen, you die. So right now we're kind of facing a bit of a challenge. If we use oxygen to move about in space, then that's gonna deplete our supplies of oxygen. So right now we're still kind of engaging in a bit of a balancing act. I'll destroy this one, then I'll come back to the platform, because we want to build something. I'm not sure what happens when nutrition goes down to 0. It happened in the demo, but there was no effect when I ran out of nutrition. Anyway, we're back on the platform. Gravity is resumed. We're no longer using oxygen to propel ourselves. Let's build. First things first. Let's see. Smelter. Okay, this is the first thing we need to do. Right, so we can build and we can rotate. I'm gonna put it, yeah, right on the edge. Oh, missing required resource. Okay, what do I need? What do I need? I need 20 carbon and 10 silicate. I've got plenty of silicate, no carbon. Right, in order to find elements, you can also use your little trusty robot who's drifting overhead. If you press C, that will bring up the menu and you can start scanning. So in this case, we're going to scan for some carbon. And you can kind of mouse over to see how far away it is. Aha, that's close. Those two are close. Let's go get them. Oh, that's going too fast. Hey, come back. Nice. So carbon is going to be one of the most abundant elements. So as you can see, the planet is below. There's a whole ring of asteroids around it. So maybe it's meant to be a Saturn-like planet. And there's asteroids that are near, and there's asteroids that are far away. And one of the things that I experienced from the demo is that you can easily get lost and not be able to find your way back. I went too far once, and I lost track of where the platform was, and I died basically. So, yeah, that is always a risk. There's an asteroid right there, sneaky bugger. He's hiding below. But yes, the asteroids do have their own velocity, right? At least the ones that go near to you. And sometimes it's a bit of a lost cause to chase after things like that one. That one's going away. He's running for it. he was scared. Okay, we're back. Okay? No, okay, fine. Right. Yeah, so your legs. Can't see your legs, but they do have an effect. Right, we're back. Crush the rocks. Alright, now we have some carbon. Plenty of carbon. Excellent. So now this smelter allows us to craft some basic materials. Most important of which is the carbon filter, which effectively gives us, I think it's like 10 minutes of air. But yeah, we're kind of running low, as you can see there. We've only got like 8 minutes left, so yeah, gotta choose the recipe. So it takes 3 carbon to craft one of these things. So this is the element, iron. These are rocks. You have to crush them again in order to get the dust. Okay, so let me craft 2 of these guys. So you don't want to crush the rocks into the dust yet, because you can't go back, right? You can't turn dust into rocks. Right, and that's that. Okay, so let's test out how much time I get. That's 7:41. So that was basically 9 minutes. Oh no, we hit the cap. Right, so it was close to 10 minutes basically. That was a bit of a waste, but anyway. So you can also make yourself some nutrient paste for, I think it's for the nutrition meter, and water is used as a crafting component. But this is all the basic stuff that you need to get started. So this one requires iron plates and the wiring. So we need to craft the crafter. Okay, so I need what else? Metallic copper. Yeah, so we've got enough iron, got enough carbonate rocks, which needs some metallic copper. Yeah, copper is kind of rare actually. Here. So yes, if you look at me going full bore, time drops down, the oxygen meter drops down to like 2 minutes. So you can easily run out of oxygen. Let's see how much copper this gives us. Metallic copper, perfect. And there is a day and night cycle, by the way. You can see the sunrise. In this case, we're in the middle of the darkness. But yes, this is what the torch looks like. So very good. But it is basic, right? It's only meant to be a basic torch. It does help you see what you're doing. Okay, so let's see. We want the crafter. Wait. Oh, it's in there. It's the wrong way around. Oops. Can I move this? Oh, I can only destroy it. Okay, but I did get the materials back. Thank you very much. That was good. That may not always happen, right? That may not always happen. So it's kind of hard to tell the orientation. And there you go. So we need 10 iron plates and 10 wiring. 10 iron plates. So that requires... don't have enough. Need more iron. Hello, come back. Come back. Whatever you are, I want you. Okay, now let's see. Metallic iron. Here. $83. Yeah, there's not much, is there? 97. Okay, so there's 2 asteroids up there. Oh, that looks hefty. 200 Ks. How the hell are we lifting 200 Ks, by the way? Are we like He-Man or something? So it's kind of difficult to match the speed of moving asteroids. Although in this case, this one isn't moving. And yes, there's a platform. It's very easy to lose track of it. Seriously, there's no he's home kind of marker. So you definitely don't want to drift too far early on. Keeping in mind that oxygen is in short supply, of course. I've got one more filter. Ice, okay. Now choosing exactly how much you want to put in, so in this case I want another 6, right? You can't just put however many you want. It's kind of like, let's see. Yes, control. Yeah, if you do control and then left mouse button, that will split it. Let's get kind of awkward sometimes. Okay, so let's see 5. So that should give me enough plates for what I need. Technology detected. Where? So you can also go looking for tech, although it's a bad idea right now. Can't see where it is though. Where's the tech? Oh, there. Yeah, I don't want to go for there. Yeah, I don't want to go for that one. We're basically, at this point, I think we die. Let's make another filter. Okay, that's done. And we need how much? 10 wiring. So let's change the recipe. And right now we've only got 3 components, right? But soon we'll be able to unlock other things. Let's see, wiring, we need... That should be exactly what we need. Although I am lacking space right now. Okay, so let's see. Let's build the floor. Yeah, I'll put it there. Let's get to researching. For science, baby, for science. Right. Now what I want is the tractor beam. That's basically the first one you should get. Reason being that instead of having to drift out into space, you can now pull the rocks towards you. So propulsion is basically not using oxygen to propel yourself, but using battery instead. Ship structure, okay. That's for building. But we want the tractor beam first because elements, right? You need materials to do anything. That means you need the tractor beam. You need 4 of those. We need silicon. We need 8. Oh, I need water, of course. Okay, let's skip that one. Let's do this one first. Where's my copper? Here, 2. We'll make some water as well. Yes, these guys don't stack, by the way. So you don't necessarily want to make too many carbon filters. Water. Was it 4? So we need 4, and that requires 1 water each. Okay. Oops. Yeah, there. So the shortcuts are pretty handy. It just takes me a while to get used to them. Anyway, so silicon wafer. We need 4 water and... Wait, what is it? Oh, here. Oh, silica dust. Okay. Crush. There you go. We've crushed the silicon. Give me some wafers. Then we need 4 of these guys. So I actually need more wiring. You seem to be running out of breathable air. Build the carbon filter. There, that's fine. So let's test out how much oxygen we get. So that's 10 minutes, right? Oh, we get like 9 minutes, I think. It looks like it's 9 minutes per filter, which is fine. But you gotta be mindful of these things. Oh, no carbon. Okay, look for carbon. The most abundant element on the universe, and don't have any carbon. Yep, you're right there. Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of carbon. Usually end up with way too much. But yes, always be mindful of where the platform is. Right, that should be enough carbon to tide us over for a while. And I think some of the crafting is finished. Excellent. So I actually appreciate the graphics. They're very simple looking, right? But they're not simplistic. You can tell what's happening, right? So that to me is the #1 aspect when it comes to graphics. do they convey what the player needs to understand? In this case, is this machine working? No, it isn't. Right, okay, so let's see. Wiring, I need 4 more. Okay. 2... yeah, should be enough. And 4 iron plates. There you go, 4. Let's make another filter. Hey, free rock. Hit me. It bonked me right in the face. Oh, come back. If I had the tractor beam, you guys would be dust. Uh-huh. Engage the tractor beam. Let's go grab you guys. Yeah, there's a weird mechanic where you drop when you get off the platform, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I guess that's applying gravity to us. They go. Yeah, they're gone. And nutrition has gone back down to 0, which seems to be harmless. I don't know what effect it has. Okay, now you can build a tractor system. Nice. Right, so if you play the free demo, essentially the first level of upgrades, the tractor beam plus this and plus this, is all you could build. I think you're gonna do this. So yes, this being the beta, now I can do that stuff. So hopefully I can show that off properly. Crush. I shall crush my enemies. Right, lots of silica rocks. Okay, now let's see. Research for science. 2 iron, 4 plates, and 5 silicon wafers. I don't have enough ice. Okay. And yes, never neglect the carbon filters. Hey, what are you doing? You tried to bonk me. I need, okay, so I need ice. Actually, let's get some crafting done first. I see 2 iron plates. And 4 copper, right? There you go, that's good enough. Oops, and that's not it. Wiring here. Oh, hello. 3 asteroids. Come on, pick up. Oh, it's going away from me, bastard. Luckily, the asteroids don't seem to cause any damage to anything they hit. Otherwise, that could be ugly. Although if that happened, it will give the player an incentive to actually build some walls, which right now you don't have any. I never got that far, but I get the feeling that if you build walls, you won't have to use oxygen from your tank. I hope so, because yeah, it's gonna grind you having to create carbon filters every single time. Not the biggest issue, it just takes a bit of time, but yeah, it is something that you gotta keep paying attention to. Right, and every element stacks up to 50. Let's see, we need 5. Didn't pick up any water, right? Ah, that's bad. That is bad. Okay, let's go looking for water. Ice. Yeah, it's a bit fiddly sometimes. How far? 64 meters away. Okay. 85. 61, okay. 200. Let's go grab this one, so they're a bit closer. And yes, oxygen. There's no warning, seriously, there's no warning. Do I have enough water? Ah, yes, perfect, the water. Only 3 though. Okay, that's kind of rubbish. It is enough though. So I'll pick up anything that happens to float by, but yeah, you do get impacts like that. But luckily they don't cause any damage. And let me test out what the nutrient paste does, because I don't seem to see any difference. My nutrition meter is basically 0. Well, literally 0. But I see no effect, no impact. In any case, let's get this done first. That's 4 water. There you go. And you go over there. 4 water. There you go. Now we're able to make the silicate wafer. Silicon wafer, rather. 2010. We'll just wait for that to happen. Yeah, let's make some of this. Got a bit of water. So apparently we eat rocks. That's right, folks. We eat rocks. Don't want to do that yet. Although, yeah, you know, let's get started on this. Yeah, what do you do? What is the purpose of nutrient paste? Yeah, I see no penalty. Maybe it means that I use up more oxygen, right? Anyway, right, that does, yeah, give us more nutrition. You're done. Right, track the beam. Okay, so by the time this tractor beam is constructed, we should basically finish our research. After analyzing the floors further, I've designed new blueprints for walls. Really? You telling me that you didn't work out that floors placed vertically are walls? Dumb robots. In any case. Stairs and columns. So now we can build a base. Crusher. Okay. Advanced materials. Yes, we definitely have to get that. But steel and microprocessor. I can't make those. I guess we have to find new tech, right? Anyway, that is a suit upgrade, which goes over here. In this case, that's multi-tool, which goes into one of these slots. Okay, with the tractor in place, you can. It's time to wrangle some asteroids. Hit T. T. Where's the asteroids? Where? There. Let's try that one. Engage the tractor beam. That's right, folks. Start trekking. The tractor beam is amazing. Basically means that you don't have to get out into space just to pick up shit, man. At least for, I think it's at least 60 meters. And these things maintain momentum, so yeah, if you just hit them once, there you go. But it's best to combine it with, say, the radar. Let's see what we're looking for. Let's try some copper. So find where the element is. 97, that's probably too far away. Yeah, it's too far away. 48, yeah, 48's good. You can see that coming. Oh, yeah. I got bonked in the face. Anyway, the tractor beam means that we don't have to get onto space, we can just pull things to us, which is amazing. Right, now what do we want to do? Technology source detected, okay, where? I don't want to go there without having, yeah, that's a bit too far away. And like I said before, those asteroids have their own momentum, so this one's actually getting away from us. If I went after it, I'd need to use up a whole bunch of oxygen, which I don't want to do. At least not until I have the propulsion and a whole bunch of batteries, so which I don't. Carbon dust, 5, 5, and 10. Let's get 10 plates going. Well, let's crush, okay. Okay, was that water I needed? Yes, it is water. 5 water. Don't have water. Yeah, 75 meters is probably a bit too far away. Oh, it actually works. Okay, that should be the water that we need. And then we need 5 dust, right? And you can just pick up random rocks if you want. Energy base backpack, Okay, what's the next one? Beacons, yes. This one's kind of useful. Okay, so the propulsion system requires batteries. So yeah, it's kind of a... It does get kind of involved at this point. So batteries? Here. Right. So a bit of water. I need some plates and 4. Okay, plates. 2. Oh, oxygen. Jesus. Nearly forgot about that. Actually, let's let it go down a little bit. Does it warn you? I think it might warn you at about 1 minute, but there's definitely no countdown meter as you get close to 0. I remember that. I ran out and I thought I'd get a warning and no, I just died. Yes, you do get the beeping sound. But yeah, like I said, there's no warning when you get close to 0. Right, I don't think you can use the battery by itself, right? So the battery by itself is not very useful. You can only use it to recharge your battery pack, which we don't have yet. So it's basically a consumable like the carbon filters and the nutrition paste to refill your meters. Unfortunately, the simple battery pack requires 4 batteries, so yeah, it does get kind of involved. Okay, so 2, we're done. Okay, so the simple battery pack is now available to craft. I need to put in 4 batteries. That. Okay, so I need 20 plates and 5 silicon wafers. I should probably make more water, right? And yeah, there seems to be no penalty to having 0 nutrition. Maybe we're living off fat or something. I mean, looking at the spacesuit, we're kind of fat, aren't we? Okay, that's the battery pack. Now, we can equip that as a suit upgrade. Capable of storing a high voltage charge for advanced equipment. Use batteries to recharge. We should definitely get some batteries as well. Now we have to craft a propulsion system, right? So iron plates. 5, 2, 2. Oh, I need, okay, 7 more. There you are. That should be enough silicon wafers to do research for this. Plus constructing the propulsion pack. Mass imbalance, too large. Are you like calling that rock fat or something? Man, this game, fat shaming asteroids. Mass imbalance, you too fat, man. 5 plates. So I need 25 plates in total, right? Reason being that I need 10 plates, 20 plates for research and 5 for the propulsion system. Okay, we'll get this one started. We need 5. And we'll also get this started. The crusher. I definitely want beacons. They're gonna be a bit rough to get though. Propulsion system. So what this is a suit upgrade which goes into one of these slots. Energy-based suit propulsion system capable of speeding up local travel. Effectively means that we no longer use oxygen to travel, we use battery. What it does mean is that you should definitely have lots of batteries in spare. Well, at least if you want to travel anywhere. Lighting, we can research lighting. Okay, fair enough. I don't quite think that's very important right now, but, well, you know, steel I don't have. Microprocessors don't have. Short range waypoints, yeah, definitely need that. It's crushing time! Build a crusher of 4, okay. Create your own asteroid processing center, right. Okay, we're good. 3 batteries should be enough for whatever we need to do. So what do I need in order to craft a crusher? Yes, you can also use containers, but right. Oh, a spawn pod. Oh, of course, yes. Essentially to revive yourself. So from some of the screenshots and media that I saw on the website for the game, it looks like you can make some pretty complex bases. So yeah, lots of options, eh? This one might actually be useful in case we die. 20 and 5. Right. Right, we can make the crusher. Don't have much floor space. I'll put this over here. Over here. Not sure what the point of this is, because I can just crush things directly very quickly, right? So yeah, maybe this was a bit of a waste of resources, but I'm guessing it will become useful later on. Maybe not right now. Let's test out how efficient this is. Let's see. So for dust, it basically seems to be 1-to-1, which is exactly what we get by just crushing things ourselves. But for the asteroids, it seems to be a little bit more efficient. It might be, I don't know. Might need to test that more thoroughly. Let's get researching on the beacons. And make more batteries, because we have none anymore. Wait a second. Oh, does that... Okay. So I guess this recipe means that you can crush any asteroid to get carbon. Yeah, okay, I get it. So I guess it guarantees us a supply of carbon, which in turn guarantees us a supply of oxygen. Nice, okay, gotcha. I noticed a strange signal coming from our ship. A positional beacon. I blocked into our ship and devised a way to create a crude copy to place on asteroids as well. Right. I guess we have to craft it. No? Okay. I can't see any option to call. Yeah, to highlight home. Okay. Safety off. Okay. Alright. Allowing you to slingshot your way through space. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Just because it would save us a lot of energy, right? And oxygen. Can't make that. At all. Oh, steel. Can't make steel. Okay. So I think we've kind of reached the end of our tech levels. Right. So I guess we have to go exploring now. Although I can make the lighting. Not much point, but... Yeah, okay. So 40 plates. 40 plates. Jeez, that's a lot of plates. Technology detected. Okay, where? Where? Oh, there. Oh, it is getting closer. Okay, let me pick up the batteries. Just in time, I guess. Alright, so let's go searching for some tech. Hopefully it will teach me how to make steel and microprocessors. And I can't see home. Supposedly we researched the beacons, but I can't see home. And yeah, you can see that we're now expending battery instead of oxygen. Jesus, yeah. The platform becomes really small, really quickly. But I did research beacons, so what happened there? Do I need to construct them? I didn't see any options in the crafter. I think that's a platform. Oh, okay, so yeah, we can actually... Okay, that's the beacon. Great. Great. So the beacons actually do their function. Right, and that's a bit of tech. Right, now we're on the surface. And also, it's kind of like... What am I supposed to do? Oops. Alright, search. Come on, it's a bit tricky. Aha! So, oh shit. Yep. These things keep moving. I guess that's it. Now that was a very long trip, but we only picked up, yeah, look at this. One single microprocessor and a bit of steel. Not a huge amount. Not exactly the most worthwhile trip, but if I could get the capability to research these things. Because I believe that you need microprocessors and steel in order to research how to research microprocessors and steel. So yeah, they are into our lives. Let's see. I don't think there's any negative impact if you run out of battery. Let's see what happens when you do run out. I don't think you auto die or something. I think that the other approach would have been to just give ourselves a bit of momentum and then lay off the propulsion. And just let our momentum carry us the entire distance. Unless you're about to run out of oxygen, of course. Which is not the case, fortunately. But anyway, let's empty the battery and see what happens. I don't think I die. New tech, where? Oh, 400 meters, that's awfully close. Can't ignore that. Okay, right, so you start using the thing. Yeah, you start using oxygen. So each battery gives us about half. Just a shade over half, right? But yeah, overall I think the game is looking really, really nice so far. I have noticed that there's been a couple of games that take a similar bent. Yeah, there was another one which is almost using the exact same premise. You're lost in space, you gotta go and look for asteroids, and yeah. I guess lots of games have been borrowing ideas from Subnautica, right? Because this is fundamentally Subnautica. I haven't played it myself, but I have watched a few playthroughs of it. You're lost in a sea, in this case space, you have resources around you, you need to get away from your base in order to pick them up, you need to explore in order to find items that you can't research, or to find new research, and you can build your base. And I think we'll be able to build a proper spaceship at some point. But yeah, this is still early access, but it's looking very, very promising, I have to say. And in terms of the graphics, they are simple, but at the same time, they're not simplistic. Because like I said before, the purpose of graphics is to communicate to the player what they're seeing. And I do favor games that have a bit of a stylistic signature to them. Because if you tried to make a game like this that was super visually realistic, I think it would age very quickly. Whereas a game with a stylistic signature like this, oh look at that, small asteroid hit this and it changed the momentum. Very nice. But anyway, steel. Now where's my oh, there's my ship. So games like The Long Dark, that's aged very well, right? Just because it communicates what it needs to visually. Or Darkest Dungeon 2, for example. That game looks superb. Supposedly there'll be caves that we can find. Maybe inside some of the bigger meteors? So yes, there is a technical difference between meteors and asteroids. Apparently asteroids are the stuff that floats on the space, but once it hits the atmosphere, it's a meteor. But yeah, going searching for tech is actually quite an involved process. You gotta make sure that you've got enough oxygen, gotta make sure that you've got a propulsion system if that's what you want, which does kind of help you catch up to those asteroids. Because they move pretty fast, by the way. I tried it with oxygen and it just wasn't good enough. So you definitely need both the battery packs and the propulsion systems, plus spare batteries. Until that point, it's actually not a good idea to go looking for tech, until you've got all the right gear. Anyway, so I need more microprocessors. I'm gonna guess that we make microprocessors from silicon. And steel from carbon and iron. Which is actually how you make these things in real life as well. So yeah, the microprocessor you've got in your computer is actually very, very cheap in terms of materials. It's just a question of how pure you have to make it, and how delicate the manufacturing processes are. It's not so much a question of how much the material costs. I don't know what happens if you plunge into the planet itself. Maybe I should try it out at some point. I'm guessing that we can mine some stuff. Maybe these are all veins. Because I have noticed that some asteroids have these veins, but some don't. Let's see. Maybe this thing has gravity of its own. Hopefully I can stand on it. Can also... Okay, so no gravity of its own. Okay. So it doesn't look like I can do anything. Mass imbalance, target too large. Are you like saying that this asteroid is fat? Are you fat shaming this asteroid? That's right, folks. I'll see what I can do later on about making it nice and skinny. Anyway, let's get back home. Actually, do I? No, I'm lacking one. I think this is priority, yeah. So just the ability to reverse engineer the materials and get the ability to craft them, I think that's pretty important. So I think this is priority. So I need to find 2 and 12. 2 and 12, so I need... Yeah, we're okay for steel. Just need to find one more of each. Tech detected. Where? There, it's coming towards us. Okay, do I have enough battery? I do now. Oh, don't have enough. Let's temporarily hold this stuff here. It looks like that's the only one available right now. It looks like the signal is coming from inside that thing. It's interesting. Here we go. Ah, it's embedded in there. Okay, steel's good, but I need one more microprocessor. So we're looking good. I think I have to craft myself a storage container just to hold some of these materials. Otherwise I might need to craft myself some kind of inventory expansion if there is one. Supposedly when you've got some battery, the torch is brighter, but I can't quite see the difference. Oh yeah, okay. Right, okay, gotcha. Okay, so we just need to wait for one last piece of microprocessor. Anyway, just to double check on the flashlight. So one click gives you the flashlight which doesn't use up any battery, and the cone of vision is actually tiny. But the proper flashlight gives you a huge amount of visibility, yeah. But it uses up battery, so there you go. That's the difference between the two. So now we should be able to research lighting. I think it's just decorative, right? But I'm sure there's something behind it. Whatever's behind it, I want it. Okay. So we still haven't found the source of tech. Oh, okay. Sorry, nearly died. Smack the bot. Okay, let's see if we can't smack the bot with what do you call it? With the tractor beam. This thing's a bit cleverer than it. Yeah, here. Okay, he kind of tries to stand on top of us. Smack it. Anyway, just trying to amuse myself. Tech source. Where? Where's the tech source? Over there, right? 900 meters. It's time to light the place up. No, it isn't. Use the plus button to access all colors. Okay, maybe we need to build a... Yeah, I guess we need to build a light beacon first or something like that. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So that's what it made available. Lots of little lighting. A cat lantern. Best game ever. LOL. There is something about space games. I have to say. They seem to have that kind of appeal, right? There's something about floating in space, which you don't really get in any game. Bit of a niche thing, but games like, say, games like the X series that allow you to just go explore space, construct stuff, build an empire. That really seems to have a bit of a niche appeal, but to the people it appeals to, it's massive appeal. Although having said that, not everything set in space is about space. Like for example Star Wars, right? It might be set in space, but it's not really about space at all. In reality Star Wars, and this was confirmed by Lucas himself, it's really a space opera. As long as you build a beacon, you can always find your way home. I'm not sure why I'm getting a faint signal there. And there. Interesting. Would have been nice to find two faint signals close to each other, but I guess not. Oh wait. Oh, okay, so that's... Oh, here. Microprocessor, perfect. Oh, come back. Should be using shift click. Okay, that's enough to research. Alright, first things first. Advanced materials. I think that should give me the ability to make my microprocessors and steel, which then should allow me to do further research. Or decorations, okay, glass. Do I have the materials? I mean, I could make them. Excellent. This was exactly what I was hoping to get. Make the smelter and crafter to produce steel and microprocessors. Perfect. Right, steel, yes. Iron and carbon, which is exactly what I expected to be the case. That is scientifically established. Right here. Wiring in silicon wafer, okay. Track the power, okay. Oh, nice. Let's get this researching and then we'll do that. Okay, another idea would be to have an option within the scanner to search for home. Or beacons, right? Either home or beacons. Because right now, if I didn't know where exactly the platform was, I might not be able to see it properly. If you get far enough away, you get the beacon, but yeah, at this distance, it might not be that easy to discern. So there is a gap between being really close to it, where you don't need a beacon, and being really far away where you get a beacon, and being at a medium distance. Yeah, now you get the beacon, right? But when I was closer, you didn't get a beacon at all, so yeah. Maybe there should be an option to just always have a beacon. Not quite worth the trip anymore. Not for that, not for steel. It's definitely a chill experience, I have to say. So far I haven't seen anything that might resemble a backstory. But at the same time, I don't think the game requires it right now. Maybe we'll get added on towards the end of early access, but right now I don't think it's necessary. Just the experience of just being chill in space and that kind of thing. That in itself sells it. Aha. Deep in my memory core, I found what this place used to look like. I think I've recreated the most important decorations, but maybe we'll come up with more, with things we find in the field. Okay. So basically, okay, excellent. Excellent, life support. Okay, this was worth it. Oh, pink crystals, what are they? Green crystals, what are they? Okay. But this should be useful, because right now we're kind of living off carbon. We need to constantly make those carbon filters. Okay, now we can research this stuff. Track the power. That should hopefully make our tractor beam more powerful. I mean, it's pretty good right now, right? But we can only reach out to about 100 meters. But I think that getting this will help us with this. Right? Being able to slingshot our way and not use battery. This new tractor module is much more powerful than our first crude attempt. Let's craft and install it. Oh shit, gotta craft that. Scan power. Okay, excellent. Silica rocks. Orange crystals. Okay. Things are getting interesting now. But I think we need this before we go exploring any further. You bonked him. Perfect. Okay, increased range and power for your tractor beam. Let's see how well this works. T. Now, luckily the tractor beam doesn't require energy. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's doing all right. 170 meters. Okay, this is attracting that one. Okay, that's good. So the range is much bigger now. Definitely have to explore some of these asteroids, I think. Because I haven't seen a single crystal up to now. That seems fairly important. But the question is, I would have assumed that I need to upgrade my scan power in order to find crystals. But as you can see, you need crystals in order to unlock scan power, so... question mark? Where do I find crystals? Where do I find crystals, game? Anyway, let's get the research going. Safety off. Okay, any plans that I unlocked? No? Everything else is just decorative. A barrel, okay. So yes, if you want to make yourself a pretty little house in this death field, go ahead. Observation tank. Do we like lock ourselves in there and observe ourselves? Warehouse light, okay. Okay, now what I'm hoping to get once we unlock this is the ability to just go exploring much further. Because right now we still have to rely on the jetpack. We can definitely carry more batteries, but it does get kind of like expensive. Hopefully this will allow us to just go and travel for free. Now where do I find crystals though? You can now craft a safety bypass in the crafter to launch yourself into the rocks. Self-bonk. Unrelated. I've also devised a crafting recipe for suit sealant, helpful for surviving high-speed crashes. Okay, so that sounds like it's kind of important. So the sealant over here seems to be a bit of a prerequisite for this. I mean, we could just avoid crashing into things, but yeah, let's make the sealant. Silica dust, water, and wiring. I've noticed that some of the large asteroids out there shine when the sun is just right. Would you mind heading out there just for a look? Okay, so those would be the ones with crystals, right? But I smell tech. There. Can we? You know what? Let's finish slingshot. Yeah, let's finish the slingshots first. Oh, okay, right. So that's a repair item. Presumably, if we crash really hard into an asteroid, our oxygen will start depleting faster, and then we'll have to use this, right? Hey, don't bonk into my stuff. The tractor safety bypass. So that's 4 microprocessors. Landmarks. Okay, so we definitely need crystals. Yes. Any further tech upgrades require crystals. Now, which ones did he mean when he said that? Maybe those guys? Yeah, they must be those guys, yeah. They must be the ones with crystals. Okay, gotcha. Now, the question is, what counts as an aggressive landing? Okay, let's try this. What happens if I just smash into this? Full power. Full thrusters. Go, for science. Self-bonk. Nothing, okay, so I guess it only applies to using the tractor beam. Oh, that looks interesting. Okay, that was actually nice. That was quite nice, I have to say. Don't need any of this stuff, but it is quite nice to get it. Aha, safety bypass. Okay, so this is a multi-tool upgrade. There you go. Alright, now where do we go? Some of these asteroids with the veins, right? Oh, lots of it there. Okay, let's see. Tractor beam, activate. No? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Right. You just don't want to hold it too long. Right, now what? Is this what you want me to do, game? Was this what you... Oh, okay. Metallic iron, what? Where can I get... So you can mine these things. Okay, I was just using the wrong tool. But where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. I think I understand the purpose for the big beacons now. I think I understand. So you're supposed to mark certain locations. Right, so let me do this again. I was hitting the crystal veins, right? I was hitting the glowing veins. Oh, I see. So these guys have a lot of resources. Okay, but where was I supposed to go? It said that there's asteroids that glint in the sun. Okay, so I'll tell you what, I may have to check offline, because I don't think I fully understand where I'm supposed to go. Based on what I've seen so far, the game has a huge number of features. It is meant to be a bit of a chill experience. So far, no hint of a story, aside from us, aside from the premise of us being lost in space. But I don't think this game is about story so much as it is about just constructing stuff and just basically chilling out in space. That's the way that I would summarize the experience so far. We have unlocked quite a lot of crafting recipes and a lot of text. I seem to be slightly stuck in terms of where to find the crystals. But other than that, I think we've made quite a lot of progress. Thank you very much. This was my first look at the early access version of this game. I think it's looking really, really nice. Like I said before, chill is the word that I would use for this game. Chill.